Good morning, everyone. Today is day 10 of the calendar, and we are going to Nicaragua. And we are having catuai washed, flavor notes, milk chocolate, pear cream. So, from the notes, I'm expecting today to have a good creamy mouthfeel. We will see. So, because I want to achieve a good creamy mouthfeel, today we are brewing with the Orea Wide. I have never been fan of wide angle flat bottom brewer, like for example, I've never been a fan of the Kalita 185 or any other wide angle flat bottom brewer. But I have to be honest that when I start to try this, I kind of like change my mind on this dripper because it's not that wide as the other ones, let's say, that you can find in the market. So the kind of flow still a bit faster than the other, but a bit slower than the narrow, for example. And I found out that this gives me more mouthfeel in the coffee. So I was actually kind of like surprised and at the same time happy about this. So let's say that this has become one of my favorite lately. So I want to brew this coffee with a Orea Wide and see what we can get. I put the fast base now. I didn't put the classic, I put the fast base. I'm using this a lot because the brewer is a bit slower, so with the fast base I can kind of like have a better control, balance the drainage. So, but then we will see. Okay, I'm going to grind so 15. Okay. So 15, and I will do 25 clicks. Okay, 25 clicks, 15 grams of coffee. Now I ground and we go back to the brewer. Okay, coffee is ground. There's 25. Of course, like it's very hard to see with a naked eye the difference in between 24 and 25, of course, but it's slightly coarser. So what we're gonna do, I'm going to use the Kalita paper for now, and I want to see if it will be good. Let's see. It's always taking from the bottom. Okay. So usually when I brew with the Kalita paper compared to the flat filter, I have faster drainage when I'm brewing because the ridges of the wave allows higher airflow. And what we were saying the past days, higher airflow, faster drainage, okay? So we will see. So my goal today is to have a really creamy mouthfeel. Put the coffee in. I put the temperature of the water at 92 degrees Celsius. And let's go okay, let's go with 50 grams. Okay, I want to try to see if I can extract the mouthfeel with this recipe of 50 grams as a first pour, and then doing 100. We already saw these recipes a few days ago, okay, this pouring pattern, let's say, but I want to see what I get with this dripper, and then see if I need to change something, okay? I'm doing that, I'm doing this recipe because this is something that I usually do when I am brewing at stands in like coffee festival or expos. When I brew with this dripper there, I usually use this kind of like pouring pattern because it's easy to do, allows you to have a chat with the people and be fast or make 2 or 3 at the same time. So that's why I use this one. And so that's why I start with this pouring pattern, because it's something that I'm familiar with. Okay. As you can see, even with the Calita, the drainage is not as fast as with the Orea narrow, even having the fast base. For me, it's important that you have a regular flow rate, okay? Even if it's slower, it doesn't have to be super fast. Important that it's regular, you know, and doesn't clog, because that's the last thing you want, especially if you're brewing for someone else. If you are brewing more than one coffee, you need consistency. So that's the most important thing in a brewer, in a dripper. Doesn't clog. So it's draining slowly. It's good. Right. Okay, temperature of water I did 92. I don't need a lot of energy because the dripper has the material of the dripper doesn't absorb a lot of heat, so 92 should be a good temperature. Okay, slowly we're going to finish. In theory, if I'm brewing with a flat paper, it should be even slower. Then of course it depends the kind of paper you're using, because if you're using the sea barista, of course it's going to drain faster because the paper is made for fast draining. Okay? Okay, so it's 4 minutes. Okay, as aroma, I need to let it cool down a bit. It's a nice creamy aroma. I don't know what to say. Pear? No, I don't think I can feel pear in the aroma. It's very chocolatey. It's milk chocolate. It's very creamy. It's very... Okay, I'm deciding to make chocolate. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Let's see that if in the flavor, let's see what we find in the flavor. Okay. As I said, we are focusing on mouthfeel. Okay. I'm not satisfied so far. I can feel the pear. Flavor notes are there, but the mouthfeel, no. Okay, it's not very clean. It's not very clear. I don't even think it's a TDS problem, because I don't think it's that intense. Was it too slow? 4 minutes. Okay, so I think TDS is okay. I want a bit more mouthfeel. That's my problem. Okay, I'm not satisfied. I think I'm going to change the paper. I'm going to leave everything the same, but I'm going to change the paper. I'm going to put the flat. Okay, let's put the flat. And let's see if I can make it better. Something that I'm never happy 100% with the Calita is that some grinds, you see, they are stuck in the ridges and they don't go down. Okay, so it's very hard to have a uniform extraction from the drainage because the water doesn't, let's say, extract uniformly from every single let's say particle. It's impossible that happen, but it will even reduce the chances of being more consistent, more uniform. So let's change the paper. I'm going to put the flat. Okay, I'm going to ground again the coffee, and then we will make another one the same, but with a different paper. We ground the coffee, water is there, hot. Now let me fit the paper and then we brew. Okay. Okay, let's see if by changing the paper we can increase the mouthfeel. Okay? Okay. Again, 15 grams of coffee. First pour 50 grams of water. Now we arrive at 150 grams. Okay. The last, pour another 100 grams of water. Okay, this time I do like what I was doing with the V60. Just to give a little swirl, I want to detach as many particles as possible and bring it down with the water so that we have more contact time with most of the particles. It's normal, some of them remain stick on the wall, so okay, the previous one with the Kalita Wave paper was 4 minutes total brew time. So let's see, maybe we are more or less the same. Yeah. Yeah, more or less we are the same. Okay, but let's see if we change the paper, something changed. Because also having the flat paper sticking on the wall, it can reduce the chances of bypassing. Something that do with the wave, because there are gaps in between paper and the board of the dripper, might have water chances to pass through the paper. Okay, the aroma. The aroma, I can feel more pear now. I feel it fruity. Okay, the aroma has The aromas still have this quality of milk chocolate, but I feel more fruity this time. And also it's a bit more intense, okay? It's a bit more intense. Let's put in the cup. Let's cool it down for a bit. Okay. Okay, yeah. Mouthfeel is better. I was terrified. Okay. I was a bit terrified. I feel like there is another note that I can feel it. It's honey. It's like very honey creaminess. Yeah, the mouthfeel is very honey, kind of like a sticky honey in your mouth. It's a bit floral as well. I cannot really feel the pear. It's more honey. It's like very honey-like a mouthfeel, and also the flavor, the aftertaste, very floral. Yeah, pear juice, kind of like that, kind of like coating texture. If you have pear juice in your country, that's something that we have in Italy, and I love it. But I know that many countries, they don't have the pear like nectar. Yeah, mouthfeel wise, yes, we got more. It's funny because yes, wise is, I think the previous one was 1.36%, this one 1.32%. So we're still in the 1.30 range, so we didn't increase anything like as a TDS. Actually, this is less, okay, but we gain in mouthfeel. But even with absolutely okay. Now I'm happy. Okay, so we changed the paper, and so the reason for me could be because a bit of coffee particles were trapped in the ridges. They didn't go down with the water, so you lose that contact time, uniformity of contact time with the coffee, and that can be a disadvantage at the end of brewing, because then you risk to don't have this mouthfeel. You don't extract enough uniformly to get a good mouthfeel. But sometimes I have to say that can save you from over extraction. In case you over extract a lot, having some of the ground stuck there and can save you from a bad cup, okay? But if you fix all the variables and you are, let's say, balanced, that can be a problem. And so I'm happy. I am happy that we fixed the coffee like this. Just the paper. It's it's something that sometimes you never think about that, but I imagine that could give an impact, okay, on the coffee. So it's important that the extraction is uniform to have a more balanced cup for what you decide to achieve. So you see that it's not about the quantity. When I was talking about the difference between quantity of extraction and quality of extraction, we didn't have to go there and extract more to achieve the mouthfeel, okay? We just needed to change the paper, okay? In this case, it won't be all the time in the case, but in this case, it worked, okay? So I'm going back to my notebook and I'm gonna write it down, and to make sure that the next time might be something that I need to take care of. Maybe the next time, if I want to achieve more mouthfeel with the same brewer, I started directly with a flat paper. So I avoid to make a previous brew with another paper. This is very important because when you don't know how to control the variables at home, you are wasting a lot of money. In the past years, I have a lot of experience of people texting me on Instagram and say, Matteo, I'm struggling with this coffee. I went through almost whole the bag of coffee and I didn't manage to achieve a good cup yet. Okay, what I can do, some of them even propose to send me the coffee for me to find the recipe and then give it to them, but that's a bit difficult because the variables have never been the same. So it's important to understand these variables, as I said in the previous days, and I will repeat every day, is to reduce the wastage, okay? So you're making sure that you are going through your bag of coffee that you just bought, you are very excited to drink it, and enjoying it as much as possible, rather than, let's say, not wasted, but like using it like more than half of the bag without achieving a good cup of coffee. That can be frustrating, that can be can let you down, and maybe stop, say, I'm not gonna brew coffee at home, I go back to drink instant coffee. Yeah, but let's make sure that this doesn't happen, okay? So for today it's everything. Okay, we changed the paper and I made it good. Okay, I achieved what I wanted to achieve, so I can go to do editing in peace, and I will see you tomorrow with another coffee, another brewing method, another origin, and with the same energy. Okay, have a good day and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.